Imagine you want to house 100 people. You have two choices. You can build 100 separate detached houses, each with its own plumbing, electrical wiring, and roof. Or you can build one modern apartment complex where everyone shares the main infrastructure but lives in their own private space. In the software world, this is the exact difference between single-tenant and multi-tenant architecture. If you've ever used Gmail, Salesforce, or Netflix, you've used a multi-tenant system. But how does it actually work behind the scenes, and why does almost every major SaaS company use it? Let's break it down. At its core, multi-tenant architecture is a software architecture where a single instance of a software application serves multiple customers, known as tenants. Even though all tenants share the same application code, infrastructure, and database, their data is completely isolated and invisible to one another. Company A cannot see Company B's data even though they are running on the exact same server. Contrast this with single-tenant architecture, where every single customer gets their own dedicated piece of software, their own server, and their own database. Going back to our analogy, single tenancy is the standalone house, multi-tenancy is the apartment building. Now you might be wondering, if we share the same database, how is my data safe? Software engineers achieve this using three main database approaches. 1. Database separation. The tenants share the same application server, but every tenant gets their own completely separate database. It's highly secure, but a bit more expensive to manage. 2. Schema separation. Everyone shares one database, but each tenant has their own isolated schema or logical room inside that database. 3. Shared database, shared schema. This is the most common and cost-effective method. All tenants share the exact same database tables. To keep things private, every single row of data includes a unique tenant ID. When you log in, the system filters everything to only show data matching your specific ID. There is a reason multi-tenancy is the backbone of modern cloud computing and SaaS. Let's look at the benefits. Massive cost savings. Because resources like compute power and storage are pooled together, companies don't waste money idling thousands of empty servers. Effortless updates. Imagine having to update 5,000 individual houses. It would take forever. In a multi-tenant system, developers update the application once, and all 5,000 tenants instantly get the new features and security patches. But it isn't perfect. There are two major trade-offs. The noisy neighbor effect. If a tenant A suddenly runs a massive, poorly optimized data query, it can hog the server's CPU and slow down performance for tenant B and C who share that same server. Plus, reduce risk. If a critical bug takes down the application server, it doesn't just impact one user, it takes down every single tenant at the same time. So, to summarize, multi-tenant architecture traded absolute isolation for incredible scale, cost efficiency, and ease of maintenance. It is what made the modern SaaS boom possible. If you're building a SaaS application today, you'll almost certainly choose a multi-tenant approach unless you're dealing with ultra-strict government or healthcare regulations that mandate single tenancy. What architecture are you using right now? Drop a comment below and let me know. If you liked the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next one.